Good morning, y'all. So for those of y'all that don't know me, my name is Ben Shepard. I'm one of the youth interns here at McKendree. And I want to spend some time with you guys to share a story with you guys about my life growing up through high school and growing up through McKendree. So me and my family first moved here to Lawrenceville in 2007, and we first started coming to McKendree in 2007 as well. It was me, my two older sisters, and my parents. And it wasn't the normal Sunday services that drew us in or the youth activities that I participate in today. It was actually VBS. And it was my sister Ashley that convinced my parents to come back. She loved everything about it. I mean, she couldn't even stop talking about how much she felt at home here, how much she connected with everybody here. And so, of course, it was a no-brainer for my parents. They said yes. So I really started getting involved with the youth here at McKendree when I was 2 years old. I started at the preschool here we have at McKendree, and then after that in the elementary school, I went to our youth programming every Wednesday and Sunday. I wouldn't miss a single one. McKendree was rooted in my heart at a very young age, and I even started going to Flight 56, which is the transition point between elementary school and middle school. And it really helped me to grow as not only as a person, but grow in my faith as well. I started to really make connections when I went to WTL around middle school and high school. I started looking up to the older youth, the adults, the peer leaders we would have, and I started to really look up to all of them, even the juniors and seniors in high school. And that was really important for me as I grew up. Through going through puberty, going through all those changes, my emotions were always going haywire. Parents, you know about that if you have a teenage kid. Sorry, Mom and Dad. But it really helped to have that support system, have those people around me, not only the youth, the adults as well. And I always thought to myself when I was growing up, there's no way I could ever leave McKendree, right? Well, I hate to break it to you guys, I kind of made a mistake. I left McKendree. Unfortunately, there's always a sad part to every story, right? My family and I moved a town over, just a couple miles down the road, and instead of coming back to McKendree, I just stopped coming. I let things like stupid teenage drama and bad decisions get in the way of my faith and my support system. And of course, that led me down a bad path, where it was pretty much nothing but bad decisions. My grades dropped, and I got in unhealthy relationships. I had bad friendships. People would bring me down instead of lift me up. My mental health started to decline, and I didn't know it at the time, but I had lost my faith, my trust in God, my support system, and that made everything significantly worse for me. Around that time, me and my family started going from church to church every Sunday. New place, new pastor, new people every single time. Now, don't get me wrong. It was great to meet all these new people and make all these new connections, but it came at a cost. I didn't have a church home. Then came August 11th, 2023, the day I got my driver's license. As we all know, that is a huge day for teenagers and a scary day for their parents. And that was the day that I got a taste of freedom. And for me, I was lucky enough to get my grandfather's 2002 Honda Accord, and yes, it still runs. And I loved that thing. And the first week, I was driving a lot more than my parents probably wanted me to, but I didn't really give them a choice. I just got in the car and started driving. But then once I started driving more and more, I realized that I could get myself to and from places now. So I started to think of all the places I wanted to go to, all the experiences I wanted to see. And I remembered one place, McKendree. I realized that when I was going to McKendree, my mental health was good, my grades were good, and I had all these connections here at McKendree. So I decided one Wednesday night to text my friend Dustin, who at that time was a part of the youth here, and he already graduated 2 years ago. But I texted him, and I said, "Hey, are you coming to church tonight?" To which he responded, "Yes." Why? Keep in mind, I hadn't texted him in like 6 months. This guy was really confused. And I just said, "See you soon." To which he responds, "Oh my gosh, there's no way." I just didn't respond after that. I just showed up randomly. And I was really nervous on the way there. I was excited and nervous, and my hands were shaking, which is not good because I was a new driver. So I got there safely though. So we're all good there. Now the reason I was so nervous was because I didn't know if I was going to be able to reconnect with the church and the youth as much as I wanted to. But luckily, that night, my life had changed for the better. The feeling of home came back to me. I was reminded of everything I had been missing: my faith, my connection with God, my connection with not only the adults, but the youth as well. For everyone else there, the youth and adults, it was just another normal Wednesday night, nothing out of the ordinary. But for me, it was my return to home. When I had come up with the idea of going back to McKendree, I had no idea how big of a deal it would end up becoming for me. I thought it was just a one-time thing, no big deal, I wouldn't really come back. And I've never been so happy to be wrong in my whole entire life before. After that night, I made the decision to stay. I had found my home again. I reconnected with God, my church home, and my support system. I ended up going on our fall retreat for the youth that we had that November, and that retreat made it more clear to me than ever that McKendree was the place for me. Now, if we fast forward to now, I've gotten so many amazing opportunities. I became a member of the youth band. I've become a youth intern, which has given me so many opportunities like writing devotions, giving devotions, doing announcements at Sunday services, and speaking to y'all right now. And I got to play in youth events and become a role model for the younger youth at our church. This church has given me so much, the people, the sermons, the music, all of it, and that is something that I will never forget. And this fall, I'll be moving out and going to Georgia State University in Atlanta, so sadly, I probably won't be able to come here as often as I would like to. But before I wrap this up, there's a famous poem that I would love to share with you guys that you guys are probably familiar with. It's called Footprints in the Sand. It goes like this. One night in a dream, I walked with the Lord by the beach. There was 2 footprints, mine and the Lord's. But during tough times, I just saw mine and I wondered why. So I asked the Lord, why leave me alone when I was down? The Lord said, my precious child, I never left you during your times of trial and suffering. When you only saw one set of footprints, it was that I carried you. Like the poem says, it was then that I carried you. During times of struggle, we may not realize it, but he's here. McKendree's here. Your support system is here. And it can be hard to see that sometimes, but I promise you it is always there, whether you see it or not. Your community, your church, and most importantly, the Lord is there. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.